Welcome to Jackson, Tennessee. We're on the campus of Union University. And tonight we've got a single game, a men's game, as Union will be taking on Bethel, the Bethel Wildcats out of McKenzie, Tennessee. Union coming in with a perfect 3-0 record. Bethel comes in an NAIA school with a 4-1 record right now, having lost their last game and won the first 4 games of the season. We'll be back to give you an open lineup and a few stats right after we take this break.
Your life, your home,
your business, your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
We're back at Fred DeLay Gymnasium on the campus of Union University as we get ready for the opening lineups for Bethel University coming out of McKenzie, Tennessee, and Union University playing here on their home court, the David Blackstock court at Fred DeLay Gymnasium, and I apologize for my voice. We'll first have the invocation and then the national anthem. These are two high-powered teams. Union comes in averaging 82 points a game. This Bethel team comes in averaging 93 points per game. Bethel comes in out of McKenzie, Tennessee. Bethel is under the direction of Jeff Britt, his 25th season at Bethel, his 30th overall as a head coach, and his 36th overall in coaching basketball. The starting lineups for Bethel, coming out first is Connor Guthrie, a 6'3" senior out of Mayfield, Kentucky. He'll be followed by Dwight Reed. Dwight is a 6'3" junior out of New York. David Starr comes out, a 5'2" junior out of Illinois. Followed by Brennan Marsh, a 6'8" senior out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And Ethan Turner, a 6'8" sophomore out of Dyer, Tennessee. That's your starting lineup for Bethel. A very experienced lineup with only one sophomore. They've got a couple of juniors and a couple of seniors starting. For Union, Devaki Gar comes out. Gar averages 7 points a game. He's a 6-foot sophomore out of Nashville, Tennessee. Followed by Parker Applegate, a 6'8" sophomore out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And of course, Jeremiah Littlepage will come out. He's been here forever, a 6'8" senior out of Birmingham, Alabama. C.J. Jackson, the leading scorer on this team, a 6'7" graduate student out of Atlanta, Georgia, transferred in here. And Judson Bjornstedt will be the fifth player. He's out of Murfreesboro, too. He's a 6'8" freshman. He'll be the only freshman that'll be in the starting lineup for either team. This game is an exhibition game for Bethel, just to see how they can do coming out of the NAIA. It is a game that will count on the record for Union. Union, a NCAA Division II team. We'll be back on the air Saturday. The Lady Bulldogs will be playing Saturday afternoon, and it'll be a single game also. Union is going to send Applegate, and he'll be jumping up against Marsh for Bethel. Little time, and the ball is up. It's a pretty good jump. Down with the ball will come Bethel. We'll see what their 93 points a game can do against this NCAA Division II team. Coming around the corner is Guthrie for a quick little jumper. It's going to be good for Connor Guthrie. Union will bring it back down. First blood is going to be drawn by the Wildcats. We'll see how the Bulldogs fare now. Littlepage will come out and pick the ball up. Get it back into the hands of Gar. Gar back up underneath the Littlepage, into the lane. Could have walked, maybe not. Puts it up, rolls it around and falls in good. They're going to try to get Littlepage more involved. Littlepage averaging 8 points a game. Both these teams are good three-point shooting teams. Both of them averaging a little over 38%. Here's a shot underneath. It's going to be missed off the rim by Marsh, and Union has the rebound. 2-2. We go under 19 minutes to play. A three for Union out of the corner is no good. Ball's tipped around, tipped into the hands of Guthrie. And Bethel will bring it back down. They feel each other out at the start of this ball game, and then you're going to see a lot of scoring. Driving down the lane goes Guthrie. There he's to the basket and puts it in. Put it right over Bjornstedt. Guthrie has his fourth point, and it's a 4-2 Bethel lead. Union, nobody under the basket right now. We cut players in, give it off. Bjornstedt will drive in, put up the layup. It balls off, no good. Rebound is going to be pulled down there by Marsh. And a foul is going to be called. That's Union's first. That's the first foul of the ball game. So Bethel with a 4-2 lead will bring it back down. The big dog at the center of the court here at Union University. Union soccer team made the regional tournament. The ladies, they'll be heading down to Pensacola, Florida to play in the regions down there. What a move by Starr. Drives in, and the ball is going to be blocked. Oh, beautifully. Blocked by C.J. Jackson. He chases it down and throws it back in off the shoulder of one of the Bethel players. Good defense by C.J. Jackson averages 18 points a game. Applegate hands it off to Little Page, and he'll work it left side over to Jackson. He'll go up underneath to Bjornstedt. Not spinning around, that's Applegate with the ball, not Bjornstedt. And his little jumper is going to be good. Falls in good. 4-4 game. And just block. Another good defensive play by Union. And Bjornstedt will bring it down. Into the corner. Driving. There goes Jackson. Shot up and missed it off the boards, but he's going to be fouled. As he went up, foul's going to go against Starr. That'll be his first. And in the act of shooting, we're going to send C.J. Jackson, an 82% free throw shooter, to the line. He came to Union from the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Free throw is up. It is good. Union takes the lead. I think this may be for the first time. It's a 5-4 game. Jackson's next one is good. Got them both. Union's going to set up a little press. Let's see what Bethel can do with it. Pass goes to center court, and Union will drop back out of it. Work it right side for a three that's up and good. Wide open on the right was Guthrie. And he's picked up 3 more. He's got 7 points. He's got all of theirs. It's a 7-6 lead right now for Bethel. Jackson with it, under the basket, coming down the lane for a beautiful little stuff shot. Good by Bjornstedt. Union takes the lead 8-7. In the front court, David Starr will work from the outside. Starr will drop it off to Marsh. Guthrie takes it. Clock is at 15. Get it to the big sophomore, Turner. He'll try to go up underneath with the ball. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Union. So it'll belong up underneath the basket to Bethel. 16:20 left to play in this first half. Pass goes underneath. There's a double team there, so coming out of there is Reed with it. Reed to the free throw line. Can't get the shot off. He does, but the buzzer had already blown, and he banked it in, but it's not going to count for him. Union will have it back. Bjornstedt will trigger it inbounds to Gar. And Gar brings it down. And something about the clock didn't start. So the officials set it at 25. And Union will take the ball side front court. Get started with it again. Gar and Bjornstedt on the outside, along with Little Page. Nobody posting right now. Union stops, jumper up, and it's going to be missed by Jackson. Jackson hadn't found the range yet. He needs to find something to fall in the bucket for him and get his range down. Starr will have it for Bethel. Union up by 1. Bethel with the ball. On the outside, there's Guthrie for another 3. This one he's going to miss. Ball's tipped around and taken out front by Reed. He'll put it right for a 3. That's going to be good by Starr. So they have somebody else in the scorebooks now, David Starr. The junior out of Illinois picked that one up. Union down by 2 now with the ball. Bjornstedt backs off, stops at the free throw line, kicks it back outside to Applegate. Applegate underneath the basket is going to be fouled. It looks like Guthrie is going to be called for that one. That's his first. Timeout's going to be called on the court. 15-13 left to play in the first half. We'll be back right after this break. We're back at Union University as Bethel leads the Bulldogs of Union 10-8. 15-13 left to play in this first half. Union a little slow coming back off the bench as you hear the buzzer. Coach David Niven, head coach for the Bulldogs of Union. He's assisted by Trey Walton and Emerson Jones. Union will send Applegate to the free throw line. Parker's a 93% free throw shooter. And you see why. Applegate puts the first one in. That's his third point of the game. He went to Franklin Road Christian School in Murfreesboro. Second one is up, and it is good. Union again is going to set up that 1-2-2 trap press, full court. Pass into front court. No trouble there as they get it to Reed. Reed drives in. Underhand reverse layup is no good. Ball's going to be saved, and back out front it comes. Fresh players in. Neely will take a three. It's no good. Tyler Neely with it. Tyler Neely in, driving layup. Reverse shot no good, but it's going to be put back in by Ethan Turner. 12-10. Bethel has the lead. Jackson and Garr in the front court with it. Bjornstead comes out to pick it up. Goes to Applegate. Applegate stops. Reverse shot. Bounces off the rim. No good. Can't make that little 5 or 6 foot shot work. Bethel on the run in the front court. Good job by Garr to cut the ball off. It's Joe Wimberly for Bethel who had brought it down. Freshman out of Pelham, Alabama. He'll get it back outside to Reed. Reed under the basket. Has the ball stripped away, and Union has it. Garr will run it in the front court. Right corner, it goes to Jackson. Head fake. Sends it back out into the corner, and stepping on the sideline is going to be Bjornstead. Had the three and decided not to put it up. Fresh players coming in for Union. Isaiah Victor comes into the ball game. Kaleem Taylor, the junior in. Victor, a senior. And also into the ball game is Shackelford, Jack Shackelford, freshman. Bethel with it, cutting players through. Back out front, it comes to Trevor Chapman. Shot is up, it's going to be good. Union will bring it down by 5, 15-10 now. Shackelford with it. Jackson takes it on the right wing, puts it back out front. Little Page, and reaching in on him is Turner committing a foul. That's the third foul against Bethel in this first half. Down to 13-17 left to play. Plenty of time. Inbound pass comes to Taylor for Union. Looks right. Gets the pass there to Victor. Throws up underneath the Little Page. Working with his back to the basket, into the lane. Little floater up. It falls off the back of the rim also. Rebound brought down by Turner. And Bethel will work it back down. Wimberly. Little shot as he got into the lane. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Little Page and dropped it over into the hands of Taylor. Taylor will bring it down. Up underneath it goes to Shackelford. Shackelford gives it off, coming down the lane. Little jump shot. That one falls off the rim, too, for Victor. Union just can't make them fall. They're getting the shots close to the basket, but they just will not fall. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Kaleem Taylor. Union will bring Noah Carver into the game, a 6'4 sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a transfer this year out of Cape Fear Community College. Bethel with it. Bounce it along the baseline. Little jump shot. That one won't fall. Put up by Neely, and Union comes down with the rebound. On the run into front court. Driving shot, no good. The ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Tyler Neely. So Union will have it up underneath the basket. You would think there would have been some kind of foul called as he went down the lane. He went between 2 or 3 players, each one of them reaching for the ball. Jackson with it, back out front. Little jump shot, free throw line. It's off the back of the rim by Victor. Again, Union cannot find the bottom of the bucket. They'll get it into front court. Bethel does. Spin, nice move. Shot up, no good, but a foul is going to be called. That's a shooting foul, so it's going to put them at the free throw line. But first we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
We're back at Fred DeLay Gymnasium as we hope to kind of show you a little bit of the cheerleaders, and the cheerleaders decided to disperse. So both teams are still on the bench. It is a 15-10 Bethel lead. Like I say, Bethel comes out of the NAIA, which is a separate organization from the NCAA. Stephen Aldridge joining me, and I think he recognized the fact that my voice has gone crackly. Brought me a little water up here, and I appreciate that. To the free throw line will go Trevor Chapman, the junior out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Free throw is up, and it is good. Make it 16-10. Next one is up, and it's good also. Long pass for Union. They finally got down in front and into front court, and the layup's going to be good. Shackelford on the run, laid it in. 17-12. Union down by 5. Akisi Rice is in the ballgame for Bethel. He's on the outside. He's a 6'8 senior. Pass into the lane is going to be knocked away and stolen by Union. Union will bring it down into front court. Bjornstad to the free throw line. Jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Take it out on the run into front court. Comes Wimberly with it into the lane. Shot up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Union. And a jump ball is going to be called. Alternate possession will belong to Union. So Union will have it back. A chance maybe to cut a little bit into this lead. Little pressure is going to be put on by Bethel. Union's Taylor will get it down in the front court, though. Taylor will take a three from the left wing. Off the rim, no good, and tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Knocked out by Seth Thomas. Thomas, young man in the game, a junior out of Memphis, transferred in from Trevecca, who also is a Gulf South Conference team this year. Rice with it, away from the ball. We got a pass that's going to come out, and two players go flying to the floor, and one player got the best of it, and Taylor's going to get the foul for Union. Giovanni Warfield is in the ball game for Bethel. They play a lot of players, and a lot of players score for them also. There's a three that's up by Warfield. It's no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Union. Long pass in the front court. Back out front. Will go up underneath. It's going to be knocked away and stolen. Bethel has it back, and they'll bring it all the way down into front court. A little Euro step. Shot up. It's going to be good. Put up by Chapman. And Trevor has picked up his first two. And it's a 7-point game, 19-12. away from the ball. A foul is going to be called against Bethel. That's the 4th on Bethel in this first half. Almost halfway through the half. 10:19 left to play, and the clock finally starts. Georgian with it. Throw outside, and the ball's going to be knocked away. Could have been a reach on Rice at that point, but the official said, no, we're going to give it to Union out of bounds. So Bjornstead will inbound it. Coming out is Applegate to pick it up. Works under the basket. They'll try to double team him. They do. He'll spin around, put the shot up. It's good. That one is one he's had trouble with earlier in the ball game, but he picked that one up to pick up his 6th point of the ball game. It's a 5-point game again, 19-14. Driving his Star with it, drives to the basket and lays it in. Nice move by the 5'10 junior, the smallest on the court, as a matter of fact. Union driving, basket, layup, good. Right down the lane went Kaleem Taylor to pick up 2 more. It's 21-16. We're just swapping goals now. There's a block by Applegate. Went way over the top of Star to block it. And Union comes down with it. Applegate will drive under the basket. Reverse layup. No good. Stuff back in by Shackelford. Oh, that was Bjornstead. Bjornstead stuffed that one back in as he followed the shot. Timeout's going to be called on the court. We're going to take a 30-second. We'll be right back.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We're down to 9:19 left to play in this first half. Union down 21-18 to Bethel. Union shooting only 37% from the field. That's 7 of 19. Bethel a little bit better, 8 of 20 for 40% there, but they've hit three-pointers, and Union has yet to hit one. Union's trap does not a whole lot of good as they get the ball into front court, and they're going to put up another 3 outside. It's no good. Tipped out front, and Bjornstead will pick it up off the floor. Union a chance to cut this lead a little bit more, and they do. Got a chance to tie it also as Parker Applegate takes the pass, puts it in, and he's going to be fouled. He'll be going to the free throw line. At the free throw line. Parker's a 93% free throw shooter. He's already 2 for 2 here. Stephen got a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, kind of a slow start, but looks like a little fire the last few possessions. A lot more intensity than the Bulldogs.
21-21. Set that press up again. They're going to have to get it across in 10 seconds, and they do that. But it slows them down to get the start offensive on their play. To the free throw line. Jumper up, good. Marsh picks up his first 2. 23-21. Union yet to hit a three-pointer in the ball game. They do shoot 38% from the free throw line. There's a nice move to the baseline and around the defender with a good layup for Taylor. He's got 4. We're tied. 8:19 left to play. They have felt each other out now, and I think they understand each other. The foul is going to go against Taylor. That'll be number 2 on Kaleem. So we'll get him out of there and bring C.J. Jackson back into the ballgame. C.J. leading us in scoring on the season, the graduate student, is yet to put one in the bucket. There's a ball tipped out front, almost stolen by Union. Little jump shot up, good. Starr has picked up another one. He's got 7 of his own. The ball is going to be stolen away. Nice steal by Guthrie. And saved it from going out of bounds right back into the player's hands. Starr looks for a cutter as they keep cutting people through and under the basket. With a long three outside, it's good. Starr with his second three-pointer. And all of a sudden, it's a 5-point game again. 28-23. Union had it tied at 21. Bjornstad won't take the three. Thought about it, stuttered a little bit, and then decided to go to the basket. Gives it to Applegate, who does go to the basket, and he puts it in. Applegate with 11 points here in the first half, leads Union in scoring.
He's a fun player to watch. He was a surprise last year as a freshman. I think he's got some solid years ahead of him.
I think you're exactly right. Here's another three out front. It's good. Guthrie with his second three-pointer. They're nailing the threes. They're shooting 50% from the three-point line. 31-25. 6-point game. Now Barnstead will take the three, and we missed it. Rebound picked up by Little Page, and he'll get it back out front. Jackson drives. Jackson layup. Good. CJ has his first goal of the game and his fourth point. Back to a 4-point game. Need a stop if you're a Union fan. We're down to 6.5 minutes to play, and the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Jackson. Timeout's going to be called on the court. Bethel leads it by the score of 31-27. Let's take his break, and we'll be right back. Well, we're down to 6:25 left to play here at Union University as we overlook the David Blackstock Court in the Fred DeLay Gymnasium. And Stephen Aldridge with me. Is the terminology official assistant athletic director or associate athletic?
I think officially it's associate, but yeah, it's whatever. That's what's on the door, so. That's been good.
So when they say, hey, you
yep.
know,
exactly.
Okay. All right, Union needs to stop here. Is Bethel will work the ball. Up by 4 points. Starr, pretty good three-point shooter. He'll take the basket and send it outside. Guthrie thought about the three. He's a good three-point shooter too, but ball's going to be knocked away. And Bethel will have it up underneath their own basket. Yeah, it's a jumper that either was tipped or it's an air ball, one or the other.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah got a piece of that one.
Might have. Union gets it and gets it into front court. They got the stop that they needed. Yeah, can they score? Applegate to the basket, stops, fade away, got it this time. All right, he's got his range now. He's got 13 points.
If you can make that shot in college basketball, you'll play all the time you want to play.
You're exactly right. Along the baseline, a fadeaway jumper.
Yeah,
sure. We're down to a 2-point game, 31-29. Bethel looking to score again to kind of pad their lead if they can. Turner with it. Turner shot up. Won't fall, but they come down with a rebound, and Bethel will control it back. What was that call?
They reset the shot clock to 20. I guess they said it hit the rim. So.
Well, the officials are talking to each other. There's actually 2 seconds on it. So
yeah. Oh, they're leaving it.
They're going to leave it at 2. Say it didn't hit the rim.
I think that wasn't a shot. I mean, I think that was a. Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody slapped it up.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was. It may have hit the rim, but it wasn't a shot. Okay. I'm assuming that's what it was.
All right. Well, it'll belong to Bethel. And they have 2 seconds to get a shot off. A little confusion now. The inbound pass will come from Guthrie. There's the 3 out of the corner, and it hits the side of the boards. The Union's going to get it back. That was a kind of a crucial call by the officials.
Yeah, that's the whole possession changer right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
And 5:20 left to play gives Union a chance to come down and tie the ball game up. Union in the front court with it. Gar back into the ball game. Give it off. Little Page in the lane. Oh. Finger roller and couldn't make it fall. Just didn't put enough on it.
Alligator arms.
Yes. Back on defense are the red and white. Bethel in the hands of Starr. Don't let him shoot. He's the shooter. And there's his shot. And that one was an air ball.
We need that to happen because they were hot that first 12 minutes or so. Need to cool off a little bit.
That's kind of unusual, though, for him. He's got 10 points in the ball game. Union with another chance to get this game tied up. We're down to 4.5 minutes to play. Gar will take a long 3, and he's not only tied up, he's going to give Union the lead with his first points of the ball game. That was an NBA three-pointer. Bethel down with it, down by 1 now. Coming around the corner, taking it is Guthrie. Goes in, nice shot off the boards for Guthrie to put his team back up, 33-32. Union back down with it quickly. Applegate to the baseline. There's another 3. Got another one. Gar is feeling it, isn't he?
The 2 of them, like you said, NBA range. Those were way back there.
Wow. He was almost. There's a 3 that's up and good out of the corner. That one took a good bounce by Guthrie. His third three-pointer of the game. 36-35, Union down by 1. There goes CJ. Drops it up underneath. Ball's going to be knocked away and stolen. Bethel, almost a steal by Gar, who came in behind Starr. Morris didn't see him there. Fresh players coming in. Timeout's going to be called. Union down by 1, 36-35. 3:30 left to play. Let's take a quick break.
Sports fans. We pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Well, we've got a barn burner, as they say. 3:30 left to play, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, it's been exciting, We hadn't played Bethel in a while, but, good squad. They had a really good squad last year. I think they made a national tournament appearance, made a run in the tournament, and I think they're 4-1 this year. So Coach Britt always got these guys ready to play. It was always fun games between us and them here or there, McKenzie. It's a good ball game. They started out hot. Union came back, got it going. So now we just traded buckets here. I think, 3 3-pointers made in the last 4 possessions. So looks like it's going to be a good second half. Union needs to get in the locker room with a lead, though.
They certainly do.
Want to give an update, too. Our volleyball team's playing in the first round of the Gulf South Conference Tournament tonight over at Trevecca. Right now, they're down 2-1. They just won set number 3, so they're going to the 4th set. If they win this, they'll head down to Pensacola to play the rest of the tournament. And our women's soccer team made the national tournament for the first time in NCAA since joining NCAA. So they're going to the national tournament. They'll be playing Friday down in Pensacola.
Bethel has the ball, and they're going to try to hit another three-pointer. This one is no good. Pulled down by Carver. Union gets it in front court to Carver. Under the basket he goes. Sends it back outside. Little Page from the free throw line will put it in. Nice touch for Jeremiah. Union takes the lead, 37-36. Bethel with it. Oh. Well, Applegate went up and blocked the shot, and the official said, nope, you got his hand. So they're going to be shooting 2. And to the free throw line will go Connor Guthrie. Pretty good shooting, free throw shooting team, I think 78% if I'm not mistaken. Free throw is good. He's got 16 points. He leads them. Averages, I think, 18 points a game.
Maybe he'll get to 18 and stop.
How about averages almost 13 points a game? Sorry about that. This one is up, and it is good. Got them both. So he's well over his average. And it's back to a Bethel lead. Union down with it. There goes Gar into the basket. Into the corner for a 3. It's good. Isaiah Victor with the three-pointer. His first points of the ball game. Senior out of California. And away from the ball, a foul is going to be called. I think a hold foul is going to be called against Victor. His first foul.
The Met called that on Jeremiah.
Well, he threw one finger up.
Maybe he did.
So this one is going to be.
Jeremiah thought it was on him at least.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he turned around and said, what? This ball knocked away by Union. Gar came in from behind, but Union was unable to control it. Ball is brought in and down the lane, and a little floating layup is going to be good. Chapman picked up his 6th point, and it's a 40-40 game. Wow, 2:06 left to play. Gar looking to put Union up. There's a pass. It's going to go off the head of Little Page. He wasn't ready for it, and it's going to be picked up by Bethel. Now they got a chance to take the lead. Shot up, won't fall, but he travels before it was put up.
You imagine these games like they used to be this close, but this gym would have been packed. Those were some this place.
Back when
doozies.
Both these teams were in the NAIA.
Playing same conferences, and it filled this place up and the gyms at McKenzie for sure.
How many years ago was that?
We're going on about 11 years now have left the NAIA. So
Wow. I was thinking more like 7. Union to Little Page. Baseline, Little Page makes his move into the lane, stops, shot up. Foul's going to be called, and it looked like Marsh might have hurt that knee on a quick move. We're going to put Little Page at the free throw line. Little Page, 71% free throw shooter. This is his 4th or 5th year.
Is this 5th year?
Yeah. 5th year. First one's good. They had to get Marsh out of the game and brought Maddox in. Kendan Maddox, 6'8" senior. Second free throws, no good. Tipped out front, and Bethel comes down with it. Ball's knocked out of bounds by C.J. Jackson. That's the first free throw that has been missed tonight by either team.
Really? Wow.
1:21 left. Union with a 1-point lead, nursing that lead. Wembley into the lane. Shot off the boards, no good. Rebound is up, but what? Travel called. Coming down with it was Chapman, and he fell to the floor, and that's a travel.
Yeah, Union did such a bad job of blocking out there. There was nobody for him to lean against, and he fell all the way to the fell all the way to the floor.
He said, catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Guard down with it. He's being guarded tightly by Wimberly. Guard takes it to the basket, and he's going to be fouled. Wimberly went with him. Either he fouled him or Chapman fouled him. And they say it's going to be, I think, Wimberly. Nevertheless, it is going to, well, it's only the 7th foul, but he was in the act of shooting. So it'll put guard to free throw line. First time this year that DeVecchi has been at the free throw line. And he hits it.
I would not have thought that.
He's time to quit. He's shooting 1,000% now.
I know.
100%. 6-foot sophomore out of Nashville, went to Innsworth High School. Got them both. Union goes up by 3. Biggest lead of the ball game for the Bulldogs, 43-40. And we're down under a minute to play. They're going to try to cut it, and there's that 3 outside. Good by Guthrie. Ties this ball game up. So there's about a 12-second differential in the shot clock. And here's a 3 by Union. In and out, and back in by Victor. His second three-pointer of the ball game. And Union goes back up by 3.
That should count for 6, right? It went in twice.
That should, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna write the NCAA on that one.
Yeah.
See if we can get that changed.
New rule. Bethel with it, driving, shot up, no good. On the floor, it's going to be picked up, given up underneath the basket. Ball is on the floor, kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Union. I think Shackelford maybe got a knee on it. 7.4 seconds. So the shot clock is off, and they've got 7.5 seconds to get a shot off. Inbound pass comes back out front to Turner. Turner drives in, drops it off. They'll bring it in for a little layup from the left side. It's going to be good by Chapman. That's the end of the first half of play. Union nursing, as I said, a 1-point lead here at halftime, 46-45. We'll be back with the halftime stats, but let's take this quick break. We're back at Fred DeLay Gymnasium on the campus of Union University. Gary Neese along with Stephen Aldridge, and the Bulldogs up by 1 here at halftime, 46-45, and we're going to give you some, I think we're going to run you some stats. They're up there now. You can go ahead, Stephen.
Yeah, we'll start with the shooting percentages. Both teams shooting pretty well here in this first half. Union 17 of 30 from the field for 57%. They made 4 out of 7 3-pointers for 57%. All 4 of those 3-pointers that we just mentioned came in like the last 7 minutes of the first half for Union. So shooting well there. 8 of 9 from the free throw line for 89%. Bethel shooting 17 of 37, 46%. They're 7 of 14 from 3-pointers. That's 50%. They made all 4 of their free throws. So both teams shooting very well. And so the second half will be interesting to see if Union can come out and stop some of these guys. 2 guys in particular for Bethel. Connor Guthrie leads all scorers with 20 points. He has 4 of 5 from the three-point line. And then you throw in David Starr, had 10 points. He was 2 of 4 from the three-point line. So those 2 guys combined for 30 of their team's 45 points. So I'm sure Dave will have some comments about how to reduce their output, hopefully, here in the second half. The rest of the scoring for Bethel, Brendan Marsh has 2, Ethan Turner 2, Tyler Neely 3. That came on a three-pointer. Trevor Chapman has 8. That's for their 45 points. They had 10 assists there in that first half. Several players with 2. They had 7 turnovers, 3 steals, and no blocked shots there in that first half. For Union, leading scorer for the Bulldogs, Parker Applegate, the sophomore out of Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro, I believe. He shot 13, scored 13 points. I'll get it out in a minute. He also had an assist and a blocked shot there in that first half. He was 5 of 7 from the field, so shooting exceptionally well, and was 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Has a rebound to go with it as well there. He does have 2 fouls. Jeremiah Littlepage has 5 points. Judson Bornstad with 4. Devaki Gar has 8. He was 2 of 2 from three-point line. 2 very nice ones, real deep. C.J. Jackson had 4 points. Isaiah Victor 6. He had a couple of three-pointers there for his 6 points. Kaleem Taylor with 4. And Jack Shackelford with 2. Union had 7 assists in that first half. A couple of players with 2. Had 5 turnovers, 3 steals, and 3 blocked shots. Look at points off turnovers. Union scored 5 points off Bethel turnovers. Bethel scored 8 points off the Union turnovers. Points in the paint, it's 22-14 in favor of Union. Second chance points, it's 7-4 in favor of Bethel. Looking at the rebounds, right now Bethel out-rebounding Union 19-14 overall. The difference right now is 8-3 offensively. And so Union's has given up some second chance opportunities. And so that's something you can control and maybe shut down a couple of these players that are hot for Bethel. So there's a couple of things that can make a difference in the second half. We'll see if Union can do that, see what adjustments are made, and it may come down to who makes that run in the last few minutes of the ballgame. Who goes on that big run here in the second half is going to be the difference in this ballgame.
Well, Union has got to figure out how to stop Guthrie.
Yeah, 20 points on what? You said 13 points a game average, something like that. So, yeah, he's on fire. Again, 4 out of 5 from 3, 7 out of 9 from the field. So he's made his open shots, and we've got to find him. Got to find him and close out on him for sure.
Well, Union leads it by, the score of 46-45. We'll be back, if his voice lasts.
Right.
We'll be back on Saturday. Yeah. The ladies will be playing
Illinois Springfield out of the GVL. I can forget all the numbers. The GVL. So I think they're in there with McKendree, the Great Lakes Conference up there. So we'll see. Should be interesting. Again, the girls have had that interesting start to the season where they played 3 games, then they had 2 weeks off, then they played a game, then they had 8 days off, and now they're playing Saturday. So they've not been able to get into a very good rhythm at all this year. But this will start a stretch of games where they're playing pretty consistently. They'll play Saturday. Then they'll go on the road next week to a top 10 team in Ashland. Yeah. Which that'll be a very good test on the road for Lady Bulldogs, who new rankings came out today. They dropped from 8 to 11 because the rankings hadn't come out since preseason. They were preseason number 8. Of course, lost to Grand Valley. But Union ranked number 11 in the WBCA poll that came out today. So they're excited, and like I said, they're a win away at Ashland for moving right back in that top 10 because Ashland is a top 10 team as well and won national championships in the last 5 years. So they're a really good program, and so Union will have their work cut out for them. But then you're looking at after Thanksgiving, Union starts conference play.
Yeah.
You got Delta State, Mississippi College coming in here for some home games to start off with, and I think we go out of conference. The girls go out of conference one more time after Thanksgiving. I think they play Kentucky State out of the SIAC. That'll be a region game. And then it'll be conference play from there on out. So, I mean, we're just a few games away from hitting it for real. I think the guys have a trip to Drury. The girls went out there a couple of years.
Yeah.
Now the guys are going out there, but they changed it. It's no longer a Thanksgiving Classic on Friday, Saturday. It's a Thanksgiving Classic on Tuesday, Wednesday. So they play before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Still calling it their Thanksgiving Classic. But, yeah, the guys are going out there next week. So hard to believe next week is Thanksgiving. But, yeah, the guys are going out to Springfield, Missouri, and to play Drury. And actually I think they're playing Illinois Springfield as well, the same team the girls are playing Saturday. So yeah, we got about another week or so in non-conference, and then conference play starts. So it's fixing to be here before we know it, right? You're ready or not. And so our teams are still trying to work out some kinks. And both teams have got a lot of new players. Both teams are trying to get people used to each other and some people used to the systems that Coach Niven and Coach Campbell run. And so I think what you see now is going to be a lot different. When you come January, come to February, it's going to be a lot different. And should be some very fun basketball to watch here at Fred DeLay if you come out and watch.
Now, you try to get as many region games in as you can.
Yes.
Even before your conference play. But Union ladies, I guess Lane was her
well, that was the exhibition, so that didn't count. Or scrimmage, rather. That didn't count.
Okay.
But the guys did play Lane.
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
the guys played Lane and Tuskegee. So those are region games. The Drury game will be considered a region game because our state touches Missouri.
Okay. All right.
So you have your NCAA region, but also if you play a team where your state touches, so Arkansas, for Tennessee, that could be a bunch of schools.
A bunch of them.
Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, all these,
Yeah.
So you can play those teams. So that helps with travel and encourages people to play people close to them. So, we play a lot of those Arkansas schools, especially in like baseball and softball and soccer, volleyball. We can get over there real quick, a couple hours, 6 hours max, and get a lot of games in, or they can come over here, swap season. So any of those games will count for region games as well. But, in basketball, you don't have a lot of opportunity to play. So sometimes it's like, is it more beneficial for me to play some games where I can work on stuff, or me to play some games where I can get region points? So, it helps you down the stretch when you're looking at region, trying to get in those region rankings. But, it kind of outweighs one outweighs the others. It kind of half one, six of the other.
It's tough on those South Florida teams to play a lot of region games.
Yes, you're right. They have to travel a lot. You're exactly right. So they love those crossovers because Florida's a destination spot, so they host a lot of those crossovers. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people want to go down there. So they have that going for them. But, yeah, they love to try to host as many tournaments as possible and get as many teams down there that'll play and do that. And we've actually done that before with them, where we've met some Florida teams halfway, where it's a day trip for both of us, where it's not overnight or, not too terribly long of a trip. So, there's a lot of different strategies go into, putting your schedules together. But, in basketball, they're only allowed 26 regular season games unless they play a crossover. And they have we have 13, so 12. We have 24 conference games. So, if you don't play a crossover, you're only allowed 2 non-conference games. So that's really hard in basketball to kind of decide who you want to pick, and you got to choose wisely where you go to play. And it's a lot of work goes into it.
Well, we've got a couple of minutes before this game is going to be back in action, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
We're back at Union University, Frito-Lay Gymnasium. They're looking at David Blackstock court. Of course, David Blackstock was athletic director and women's coach here for who knows how many years.
If you hadn't asked me, I'd have told you. He was here 38 years. He was AD, and he coached basketball, baseball, softball, mostly basketball.
Yeah.
But, he was 38 years he was in the athletic department.
And he's the man that called me and said, you want to broadcast our basketball games?
I say he made a great hire.
Well, thanks.
We've had a couple people comment, glad to have you back on the headset this year. So,
well, it's fun. You take a year off and all of a sudden, boy, things change a lot. Change from radio to basically TV is
pretty much
a big change too.
If this is all I could do, I'd enjoy it.
Yeah,
that's all. I think I'd like when I retire.
There you
40
go.
or 50 years, I'll take over for you when I
okay.
retire.
All right.
You got to keep going till the end.
I'll be long gone by then. All right, Bethel's going to have the alternate possession to start the second half, and they're going to try to get the lead right quick, and they don't as Union gets the rebound on the missed shot. CJ got to get him into play, and he throws the ball away, just as I say that. Jackson leading us in scoring on the season. When I say us, I mean Union. But he's not doing it tonight, but maybe things will change. You'll have those games. There's a ball knocked away by Applegate, and we got the steal. Nice dive by Applegate over there to knock the ball back into Union's hands. Outside, Bornstead drives to the basket. Turnaround jumper up, no good. Rebound's going to be brought down by Dwight Reed, and Bethel will bring it back down again. Working along the baseline. We're going to double team it. Oh, and they left wide open. Double team left Turner open, and Turner drops it in. Union down by 1, 47-46. Took that 1 point lead in at halftime. Gar. They guarded tightly. Good 3-point shooter. Pass to Applegate to the basket. Shot up. Good. Flying across the top of him was Guthrie, but must not have fouled him as Applegate put in 2 more. He's got 15 points according to my records. Union takes a 1 point lead. They're going to keep swapping, it looks like. Here's a hook shot that's no good, but a push from behind, I think, by Reed.
Yep.
And Reed's picked up his first foul. They've got 1 foul on everybody that's on the court right now. We've got 2 on Applegate. Oh, a guard flying down court. He just forced that foul. He put the afterburners on, didn't he?
I can't even think that fast.
No.
He is one quick guy.
He's going to send guard to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 on the game and on the year. Free throw is good.
Yeah, he's a guy like Parker Applegate, sophomore, that's getting a ton of playing time. Got a ton of playing time last year as a freshman. So, keep this core group together. These guys have got something special maybe down the road.
He's got this one, too. From Innsworth High School out of Nashville. I think it's actually closer to Franklin, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't get the shot clock started. Or game clock, not the shot clock. Got it reset now at 18-12.
I think it's doing that thing where
yeah,
that wireless stuff when it freezes.
Yeah.
It takes it a second. It looks like it's off, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, Union with a 3-point lead, 50-47. Bethel thinking about the three was Reed, carries it under the basket and loses it off his foot. So Union's going to get it back with its 3-point lead. Gar a little bit slower down this time than last time. Back out front, Little Page will take it. Gar, right side three. It's off the back of the rim, no good. And tipped out of bounds. Yeah, tipped out by Garnstead. We're going to have to change his number on this thing here. I was having a little more trouble with the clock, it looks like, maybe. So the associate athletic director, who works himself to death, will have to go down there and find out what's happening with the clock. At 30 on the shot clock, we've got 17:47 on the game clock. Union still shooting over 50%, 51% from the field, 45% for Bethel. They're going to have to send both teams to the benches, and they're going to have to reset. David Niffen will go over to reset the clock. Every now and then you have to go in there. It hangs up, and you have to go in there and shut it down and turn it back on, kind of reset it. Reboot, as we say in computer land, I guess. 50-47, Union leads it. Starr, Guthrie, and March, along with Turner, have 15 minutes of play so far. Union's got 20 minutes out of Little Page. So Bethel will have it, down by 3. Starr with it. He's a 3-point shooter. Coming out to take the ball out high is Marsh. Gets it back to Reed, who will hand it to Starr. Starr in the lane. Starr driving layup. Falls in good. They block everybody out, send him down the right side, and he lays it in. He's done that 2 or 3 times. Starr's got 12 points. Union pass underneath. CJ, ball is grabbed and knocked away from him, but a grab foul is going to be called on Guthrie. That's the second one on Guthrie. They got 2 on him and 2 on Starr. Union has Applegate out there with 2. In the act of shooting, it'll put C.J. Jackson at the free throw line. 82% free throw shooter. First one is good. 3 for 3 in this ball game. I think they might have. Well, I'm looking at the score at 51-49, and I suppose that's right. Jackson will get another one. It's up, and it is good. It's perfect on the night here. 52-49, Union back by 3. Bethel back down with it. They threw it away, kicked out of bounds. Good hands from C.J. Jackson. He knocked it down into the feet of Trevor Chapman. So Union's going to get it back with a 3-point lead. 17 minutes left to play. Union on the weave outside. Cuts up underneath the basket. Bjorgen. Norstead put it up, and it's good on a spin around shot. Union goes up by 5, 54-49. Bethel needs to be needs to be careful here. Union could take control of the game. There's a drive shot that's no good. Foul's going to be called, though, on Devaki. His guard picks up his first foul. So they'll go to the free throw line to try to hit a couple of them. And it will put Starr there for the first time in this ball game. Free throw by Starr is up, and it's good. That's 13 points for him. He's got 3 here in the second half. Next one is up, and it is good also. 54-51, back to a 3-point game. Bethel needed that. It didn't allow Union to increase their lead. Gar tries to go up underneath and tried to get it to Bjornstedt, and reaching around him, committing the foul, is Guthrie. That's number 3 on their leading scorer. So Union will inbound it up underneath the basket. Gar gets it outside to Applegate. Hand it off, driving, goes Little Page. He's going to try to stuff it, and it goes off the rim. Bethel with it. Bethel on the run. Shot up, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Union. And Little Page tried to stuff it, and it didn't work. So they're going to be going to the free throw line to get this thing down to a 1-point game as Guthrie goes there. 16 minutes left to play, and he's out there playing with 3 fouls, their leading scorer. Free throw up and good. He's perfect there. As a matter of fact, Bethel's perfect from the free throw line. 7 for 7 at this point. Union's only missed 1. Next one is up, and it's good. That's 8 for 8. Little pressure put on, and Gar is going to run the ball into front court. Starr was on his shoulder, a hip, you might say. Pass to the high post, goes to Little Page. Pass underneath. Bjornstedt turns, little shot up, over the rim, no good. Tipped back up, no good. Picked up, put back up by Little Page. It's no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. It won't fall, but he's going to be fouled. A lot of fighting up underneath there for rebounds. It'll put Little Page at the free throw line right after this timeout, and we will be back in just a moment. Well, it was a 1-point lead at halftime. It's a 1-point lead with 15:46 left to play in this ball game. Union is up 54-53, but Little Page will be going to the free throw line. Jeremiah is 1 for 2, and that is the only missed free throw by either team. Union is 12 for 13 from the free throw line. Little Page, 5 points in the game on an 8-point per game average out of Birmingham, Alabama. In his 5th year with Union, he hits the first one. So that's his 6 point. Union goes up by 2, 55-53. This is a Union team that averages 82 points a game. It's a Bethel team that averages 93 points a game. This one is good. Skimmed the rim, but nestled into the nets. So Union back up by 3, 56-53, as we get ready to get Taylor back in the game. They tried to get up underneath, couldn't make it fall. Got it back outside. Driving is Guthrie to the basket. Shot blocked under there. Applegate got a hand on it. Gar comes down with it. Give it over to CJ for a 3 that's no good. Ball is picked up on the air ball by Applegate following the shot, and Applegate drops it in. He's got 17 points. CJ really struggling. They're going to drive it in, drop it up underneath. Wide open was Guthrie under the basket. 24 points for the young man. Union back down with it, leading by 3, 58-55. Bjornstedt with it, will give it off to Applegate. Morstead will take a 3, top of the key, missed it. Rebound is going to be brought down by the smallest man on the court, Starr. Starr will bring it down into front court and lose the ball. Coach Britt can't say a whole lot. He lost it right in front of him. The Union's going to bring Jackson out of the game and Taylor in. Guthrie, with those 3 fouls, will leave the game as Wembley comes back in for Bethel. They're going to shuffle several players in as Warfield is back in along with Chapman. And Maddox is in the game. So Union back down with it, leading by 3. Chance to get it back up to 5. I think that's maybe 6 has been their biggest lead. Taylor on the dribble, hash mark right, looks for a cutter. Instead, gets it back outside to Little Page, directing traffic out there. Little Page makes his move to the basket, under the basket, shot up, good for Little Page. Took control then for his 9th point. Union by 5. They're going to drive the ball underneath the basket and step out of bounds. Chapman slid around. Good defense put on, I think Bjornstedt was the one who kind of forced him out of bounds. Didn't push him, but didn't give him enough room to be able to get under the basket. So Gar will bring it down for Union. Gar, bounce pass goes to Little Page, back to Gar, drives in, cuts it in the corner for a 3 that's up and no good. Tipped around, taken down by Union. Back to the free throw line. Jumper this time is going to be good. Taylor missed the 3 but hits the 2. Union up his biggest lead at 7, 62-55. Wimberly down into front court. Wimberly, ball's tipped but picked up, drop it up underneath. Wide open under the basket was Turner, and he could not handle the ball. Goes out of bounds off of Union. He was wide open under the basket. Pass was a little low, and he was going up before the ball was in his hand. The inbound pass will come from Warfield. He's fronted by Taylor. Warfield will take a 3 out of the corner. Missed it. Rebound tipped out of bounds. I think it's going to be Union's ball. I believe Turner got the last hand on it. A little pressure is going to be put on. They got 2 men, and we're going to throw it away. No, saved by Gar. Gar on the run to front court. Driving layup, no good. Tipped around, no good. Taken back by Gar. Gar will send it back outside. Bjornstedt drives to the free throw line, jumper up. It's no good, and rebound is brought down by 6'8" Maddox for Bethel. Union had a chance to really spread things. Underneath a late whistle by the underneath official. The foul was definitely there, but he was late on the whistle. That's the 3rd against Applegate. So we're going to have to get him out of there with 13 minutes basically left to play. And they're going to send Turner to the free throw line. They haven't missed one tonight. First time he's been there, though. First one is good. I think these kids stay in the gym on the free throw line a lot. Shackelford back in the game for Union. Ethan Turner, 6'8" sophomore, out of Dyer, Tennessee. He hits the next free throw. Now they got it down to a 5-point game again, 62-57. They're going to put pressure on. Gar will try to open up and get the pass to him. And it's his job to get down court. He can really handle the ball, and he's quick. Gar being guarded out there by Wimberly. Pass left side into the hands of Taylor. Tries to get the pass up underneath and as he went to the basket. He's going to be fouled. I'm not exactly sure who that foul was called on, but it's going to send Taylor to the free throw line. First time there tonight for the junior. Free throw, missed it. 75% free throw shooter on the year, but I think he's only, 3 for 4. He's out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Wabash Valley Community College, and he transferred in here. This one is up, and he got it. They might have stepped in the lane a little bit too quick, but it doesn't matter. He got it anyhow. 63-57, 6-point lead. 7, I think, is the best Union has had at this point as far as leads go. There's a pass up underneath, blocked under there by Bjornstead, but he's going to be called for the foul. That'll be his first. That's the fourth against Union. 6 fouls on Bethel. To the free throw line goes Nunnally, who had just come into the ballgame. He hits the first one. They're still perfect from the free throw line. Braden Nunnally is a 6'5" freshman out of Arkansas. That's his first point of the ballgame. 12:26 left to play. Second one is up, and it is good. They are still perfect from the free throw line. Union will send Victor down to inbound the pass. Find somebody quick, and they steal it. Up underneath, chasing the ball down in the corner is Chapman. A little jumper along the baseline, rolls over the rim, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Taylor for Union. Taylor in the front court, into the lane. Pass in the corner for a 3 that's no good. Rebound by Applegate. His shot's blocked and is picked up out front on the run by Warfield. To the basket goes Warfield and missed it, but he's going to be fouled by Victor. That's number 2 against Victor, I think. No, that's number 1 against Isaiah. But it's going to send Warfield to the free throw line. It's the first time there. He hadn't scored in this game. Junior out of Chicago, Illinois. Free throw, good. (13 for 13) for Bethel from the free throw line. 63-60. He can get it down to a 2-point game, and he does not. They missed their first free throw of the ball game. So Union gets the rebound, and Taylor will bring it down. Into the lane he goes, drops it underneath to Applegate. Shot up good, and he's going to be fouled. Good move by the sophomore. I believe that foul was called on Nunnally. A timeout's going to be called on the court. Union up by 5 and be going to the free throw line when we come back. Let's take this quick break. We're back at Union University here in the East along with Stephen Aldridge, and Stephen is doing his work that he gets paid for, whatever he's doing down there to try to hold things together. 65-60 is the score. Union with a 5-point lead, and we'll be going to the free throw line. Union shooting percentage is dropping off. We're down to 47% shooting now. 23 of 49 from the field. Bethel is, their shooting percentage is dropping a little bit too. They're down to 44%. But from the free throw line, Bethel is 13 of 14, 93% from the free throw line. Union is almost as good, 15 of 17, 88% from the free throw line. Parker Applegate to the free throw line, 6'8" sophomore. Applegate's already 3 for 3 in this ball game. Converts to 3. Puts Union up by 6 again. Union puts up that 1-2-2 trap. They'll try to trap it at center court if they can. Union across court, but it sure slowed him down. It took him 10 seconds to get across. 9 maybe. Chapman with it. Give it off to Warfield. Back to Chapman for a 3 that's no good. Ball is tipped into the hands of Warfield. Turnaround jumper by Warfield's going to be good. First field goal of the night for Warfield. 66-62. Union. Taylor trapped in the corner, up underneath, wide open was Little Page. Good job of Taylor seeing Little Page coming down the lane. And Jeremiah put that one in. He's got 11 points on an 8-point per game average. Here's a long 3 that's no good. Union will come down with a rebound. On the run, into front court, underneath the basket goes Parker. Applegate missed the layup, sent it back outside. Little Page for a 3 that's no good. Applegate has the ball knocked away from him, goes diving after it up against the Union bench. And the Union players are applauding him for hustle. Union by 6 points, and the ball will belong to Bethel. Coach Britt having a long talk with Nunnally over there. Coach Niven has called the defensive play. He wants number 1. Applegate with it. I'm sorry, not Applegate. Wimberly. He'll get it up underneath. Shot up's going to be missed. Union comes out of there. Taylor on the run. Taylor into front court. Taylor drops it back. Applegate for a 3 that's no good. Rebound tips out of bounds. Give it to Union. I think the last hand there was Maddox. They'll get Wimberly out of the game and bring Tyler Neely back in, the senior, 6'2" senior. Union with it, 6-point lead. A goal here would give us the biggest lead of the ball game. Little Page comes out, trying to get Applegate under. Still, there's a 3 outside. It rims in, touched the net and popped back out. Victor couldn't make it fall. Came close. There's a block foul is going to be called on Union. Stepped over in front, they say Taylor did, and picked up his 3rd foul. We've got 3 on him and 3 on Applegate on the court right now. So we're going to get Garb back in to replace Kaleem Taylor. The ball belonged underneath the basket. You can see Warfield's back as he'll inbound it. They're going to work it down the lane. Nothing there. Bounce pass under the basket. Reverse layup, no good. Tipped up in the air, no good. And down with it comes Union. Taylor will come out of there and bring it down into front court. Get it to Gar. Gar on the wing, back out front, top of the key for a three. It's no good by Taylor. Taken down by CJ. He has the ball blocked away. Picked up by Bethel. They're going to run it into front court. Driving layup, falls off, no good. Rebound picked up there by Nunnally. Shot up, good on a fadeaway by Nunnally. His first field goal of the game. He's a freshman. That was a hustle play on his part. He went to the floor hard. So Gar will bring it down. It's back to a 4-point game. Under 9 minutes to play. Little Page, left side it comes to Applegate. Back out front. Jackson wants it. Jackson takes it. Jackson shot up. It won't fall again. Rebound pulled down by Bethel. They're going to drive it. Shot up, no good, but a foul is going to be called. Chapman took it to the basket. Foul was called on Applegate. That's number 4 on Parker. So we'll have to get him out of there. Still got 8.5 minutes left to play in this ball game. Free throw is up, and it's good by Chapman. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 9 points for the junior. So Applegate will leave. Shackelford comes back in. Jack, a freshman out of Memphis, Tennessee. This free throw is no good. And he missed that one badly. Three-point game again. Union had a chance to get this thing up to 8 and just couldn't do it. Gar being guarded by Neely. Out front, Shackelford will take it and work it right side Bjornstead. Give it off to Taylor, and back out in front it comes. Bjornstead with it. Little Page in the lane. Has the ball knocked away and stolen. They're going to run it into front court. They're going to drop it off under the basket, and the foul is going to be called on Bjornstead. It'll be number 2 on Judson. They'll be heading back to the free throw line to try to make this a 1-point game. Boy, the last 2 minutes has gone Bethel's way. And it's turnovers right now that are hurting the Union. Union has turned it over 9 times. Free throw by Warfield. He's 1 for 2 there. He got the first one. That's his 4th point. He'll get one more. Takes his time. Takes a deep breath. Puts it up and got it. It's a 1-point game. 68-67. Little press is on. Unions. Bjornstead with it. Drops it over to Gar to bring down. He calls the play from the left wing. Out high is Little Page. Bjornstead takes it on the hash mark right side. Still on the dribble. Drop it up underneath to Little Page. Jeremiah starts to the basket, spins. They double team him. Somebody's loose. It's going to be CJ under the basket. Shot up, missed it. Got his own rebound, missed it, tipped it, missed it. Wow. Bethel down with it on the run. They've got the numbers. In the front court, driving layup, good for Chapman. And Bethel takes the lead, 69-68. Union in the front court. Jackson under the basket. Shot up, no good, but he's going to be fouled there by Nunnally. That's his first foul. Timeout's going to be called on the court. Union is down by 1, 69-68. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
First Bank is proud to be a part of your local community. When you bank with us, you can walk into any branch and find a welcoming smile and willingness to help. For checking, savings, or that next loan, think First Bank. With several locations over West Tennessee, you get more. Member FDIC.
The biggest thing for me was realizing the value that you receive from a Christ-centered education.
You'll have some things modeled for you that you're not going to get at a big secular state school, even though it might be cheaper, and that's a big deal to sit under somebody who loves the Lord, who loves his craft, and who's ready to impart all of that to you.
Definitely don't write off a university just because of costs, especially Union. They really do help students generously with financial aid.
Well, Union had a lead, and Bethel had stolen that lead away. Union's shooting percentage down to 41%. We were sitting in the mid-50s when we started this second half. Bethel's is hanging in at 43%. But Bethel has 7 three-pointers in this ball game. Shooting 41% from the three-point line. Union is only 25% there, 4 of 16. And Union's leading scorer on the year, Jackson, is just struggling to make something happen. But you've got to keep trying, and it may all happen at one time. 7:25 left to play in the ball game. Jackson will go to the free throw line. And he is 4 for 4 there. He's got 6 points in the game. He misses the first one. I think he's pressing right now. Averages 18 points a game. Next one. Up. Got it. Tie this game up at 69. The old saying is, first one to 70 wins. Well, Bethel has the ball. And that's usually what happens. Jackson will leave the ball game. Victor in. In the front court comes Warfield with it. Bethel double teamed outside. They get a wide open player for a jump shot that's in. Banked it in for Marsh. Picks up his 4th point. So they're the first one to 70 at 71-69. That's usually the case, but not always. Arnstead, they'll work it over to Victor. Victor back out front. Victor with the ball. Taylor will take it. 9 on the shot clock. Little Page picks it up. 6 on the clock. There's a 3 by Taylor. Off the rim, no good. Bjornstead picks it up on the rebound, puts it up, it won't fall. Tipped out of bounds by Little Page. It belongs to Bethel. With a 2-point lead, 71-69. This one goes in the 1-loss record for Union, but not for Bethel. Union sets a little press up, and they break it, get it in the front court. Shot blocked under there by Taylor. Taylor got up and blocked Nunanley's shot. Union, Gar in the front court's going to be fouled. Tried to go around quickly, Tyler Neely, and Neely's going to foul him as he went around him to the basket. That's 9 fouls against Bethel, 8 against Union. So they're going to put Gar at the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 in this game. Got it. And as I said earlier, he's 4 for 4 in the season. He's got 11 points in the game on a 7-point per game average. Bethel brings Turner back in. Free throw by Gar. Tied the game up as he's a perfect 6 for 6. Victor will leave as Jackson comes back in for Union. 6:17 left to play. Anybody's ball game at this point. Union sets up at 1-2-2. They'll break it into front court. On the run comes Neely with it. Neely works it over into the corner and to the hands of Chapman. Back out it comes to Neely, working right side. Warfield, jump shot up, no good. Rebound out of bounds, last touched by C.J. Jackson as he went up over the top of Turner and knocked it out. So Warfield will step over, basically in the corner to inbound it. Brings it in to Chapman. Work it quickly back over right side to Warfield for a three. That's no good. Ball's tipped and saved from going out of bounds by Littlepage. Nice save. It bounced off one of the Bethel players and into the hands of Union's Bjornstead. And as Union tries to bring it down, the foul's going to be called. That foul went against, I'm not sure who. But we're going to head to the free throw line. First one is good by Taylor. Puts Union up by one, 72-71. Next one from Taylor is no good, off the rim. Ball is going to be safe from going out of bounds. And Bethel will have it. Union with a 1 point lead. Going to drive in, and a foul is going to be called on the floor on Taylor. That should be 4 on Kaleem. And it's going to put Chapman at the free throw line. He's 3 for 4 in this game. Chapman's got 11 points. He had 8 in the first half. Free throw is up. It's no good. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Turner. Probably should have been a foul called on Turner. Applegate was under him. He actually came down on top of him. But Applegate just came back into the ballgame with 5:30 left to play out there with 4 fouls. Gar will bring it down. Gar. Pass comes to C.J. Jackson. Working out front to Littlepage. Guarded tightly out there by Turner. Drop it up underneath. Bjornstead will try to go into the corner with it. Flying through the air and knock it out of bounds is Chapman for Bethel. David Starr back in the ball game for Bethel. He comes in to replace Neely. And Union with 12 on the shot clock will start it again. In it comes Bjorgen. Ball is stolen away. He was fouled from behind. Little shot up and good in front court by Starr, who had just come into the game to put his team up 73-72. Turnovers are killing Union here in the second half. Gar with it. Gar drives. Gar drops it off to Applegate. Applegate to the basket. Shot up good. Applegate with 22 points. Puts Union up by 1. 74-73. Union had, I think, an 8-point lead at one point. Bethel came back on Union turnovers, basically. Driving to the basket, driving layup, missed, tipped back up, and over the top, I think, went Turner to quit the foul. That'll put Union at the free throw line. Now they're going to say it was that's the 10th foul. It must have been a player possession foul. So Union will bring it down. And we may get 3 out of it, who knows. Taylor waits for the cutter, and there's Turner holding on to Littlepage, and Turner's been called for the foul again. That's his second. Now we'll go to the free throw line. Littlepage will head there. 3 for 4 tonight. Littlepage with 11 points on an 8-point per game average. Got the first one. He puts a high arc on that ball. Taylor will leave. Bjornstead will come back in for Union. Bjornstead is a 6'8" freshman. Providence Christian Academy is where he went. Free throw, missed it. Turner down with the rebound. Union by 2, 75-73. David Starr, good three-point shooter. We go out to double team him, and it leaves something open. It's going to be Turner. They give it off there to Chapman. Chapman underneath to Turner. Turner to the basket. Shot up. Fouled as Little Page. Well, that's the second on Little Page. Timeout's going to be called on the court. They'll be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 to try to tie this ball game up right after we take this break. We'll be right back. Well, we're back at Fred DeLay Gymnasium on the campus, the beautiful campus of Union University. The Bulldogs of Union up over Bethel 75-73, but Bethel's going to send Turner to the free throw line. He's already hit 2 there. Union just really struggling from the three-point line. 4 of 18, that's 22% from what is usually a pretty good shooting, a 38% shooting three-point team. So Turner's going to take his time. Bends those knees, puts it up, and he's got it. He's got a chance to tie it here. He's out of Gibson, Tennessee. This one is up, and it is good. 75-75. The full court pressure is going to be put on by Bethel. They'll back off as Gar will bring it down. See if they could get a steal on the inbounds, what they were looking for. Jackson to Taylor. Taylor to the free throw line. Hand it underneath to Little Page. Back to Taylor. Taylor has the ball knocked away. It's stolen. Bethel has it. Got a chance to take the lead. Union. There's a three-pointer out of the corner. Got it. Chapman with his first three-pointer of the ball game. And it's 78-75. Bethel leads it. Coach Nevin wants a timeout. 3:10 left to play. And he finds himself down 78-75. We'll be back right after we take this quick break.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Well, Union has led this game throughout the second half. They had a 1-point lead at halftime and have led the game throughout the second half by as many as 8 points. And Bethel has fought back and fought back and fought back. And now have the lead by 3, 78-75. Union is sending Applegate, Littlepage, Garr back on the court along with C.J. Jackson and Taylor. Jackson is going to inbound it. Had to call a timeout. Couldn't find anybody to go in to. Had to call a 30-second timeout. This Bethel team is quick. They've got some size. You understand why they are 4-1 on the season right now as you look at Coach David Niven giving his troops instruction, and then back over to Coach Britt is he's giving his team a little instruction now on the last 3 minutes and 10 seconds of this ball game. And Bethel is playing as if this game went in the scorebooks for him, but it doesn't. Inbound pass. Applegate will pick it up and give it to Garr. David Starr is so quick, too, with the hands. Garr with it. It goes up underneath with a pass to Applegate. Back to Garr. 9 seconds on the shot clock, and a foul is going to be called. From behind, Marsh is going to be called for the foul. And we're going to put Applegate back on the free throw line. 22 points for him. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's a sophomore. First one is good. Just very nonchalantly puts it up as if there's nothing to this. The free throw shooting for both teams has just been phenomenal in this game. Next one is up, and it is good. 7 for 7. It's a 1-point game. 78-77. We'll drop under 3 minutes to play. Bethel down with it. Pass almost thrown away, but saved from going out of bounds by Marsh. Get it in the hands of Starr. Starr makes his move to the baseline. Starr kicks it outside into the corner. Spinning to the basket and losing control of the ball, and a travel is going to be called. Out of control was Trevor Chapman as he went into the lane, tried to make too much happen. Union with a chance to get back in this game now as Taylor comes in. They're going to put a little pressure on Garr with Starr. Two good guards, let me tell you. Taylor takes it, looks for somebody to cut, sends it back for a three that's in and out by Garr. It's the one he hit several of in the first half, but they're not falling from the three-point line, and that's hurting this Union team. Here's a three from outside. It's no good. Rebound. Applegate has it knocked away from him. It's on the floor, picked up by Littlepage. Garr will bring it down, so Union has it back. Garr starts to the basket, fouled, and what a shot by Garr. Underhand as he's being pushed out of bounds. He is fouled. I think Starr will be called for that one. That's number 4. Actually, I'm showing 3, and now the boards are showing 3. So it'll put Garr at the free throw line. His Union has taken the lead 79-78. And we're going to put Jackson in back court here to stop any run out. Garr with 1:50 left to play. Free throw. Got it. I tell you what, he used every bit of the rim, and he's 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Union by 2, 80-78. Starr with it. Sets the play. Turner set the screen for him. Bounce pass to the high post. Coming around as they have done all night long. We double team the ball and stolen away by Jackson. Lead pass goes to Garr. Give it to Jackson. Driving shot in there, no good. Down with it will come Starr. And drops it underneath the basket. And shot is up and good by Chapman. Union had it. Had to run out and couldn't make it fall. 80-80. 1:09 left to play. High post, Littlepage. Turner slapping at the ball. Littlepage underneath the Apple, and he's going to be fouled. Applegate will be going back to the free throw line, and Marsh has picked up another foul. That'll be his third. No, it's his fourth. So Applegate, who is 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 16 points in the game. I'm sorry. He's 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Now he's 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And 24 points in the game. I mistakenly looked at Devaki above him. This one is up. Got it. 7 for 7. Union staying in this game from the free throw line. Less than a minute to play. Union by 2. Starr on the outside. Turner drives. Turner shot up, rolls off, no good. They got the rebound and the put back in by Chapman. Ties this one up with 44 seconds left to play. Coach Niven calling the play. Out high is Applegate. Cutting through goes Jackson. Give it off left side. And a foul's going to be called underneath the basket. And holding on to Applegate again was Marsh, and he has just fouled out of the ballgame. He'll leave with 4 points, and his job was to stop Applegate. They'll bring Maddox back in. Senior from Pelham, Alabama. And Applegate will go back to the free throw line again. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Britt. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the last 30 seconds of this ball game. We'll be right back.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Coach Niven is setting things up for the Bulldogs. Union is Applegate going to the free throw line. With 30 seconds left to play, he can put his team up by 2 if he can hit them both, and he's been pretty successful so far, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Union is 26 of 31 from the free throw line. And Bethel is 18 of 21 from the line. So the plays are set. The last 30 seconds, the plays are set. Free throw, Applegate missed it. His first miss of the ball game. The rebound here is going to be very important. This one, missed them both. The ball goes out of bounds off of Union. It belongs with 29 seconds left to play. The shot clock is off, and Bethel can work it for the last shot. In it comes to Starr. Starr in the front court. Starr, hash mark on the left side. They double team him. Now they'll get it back out front to Maddox. Handed off there to Guthrie. Driving, layup, no good. What's the call? Goaltending. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. I think goaltending has been called against Union, and they're going to give Guthrie the 2 points. They're going to go back and they're going to look at this one, which they can do in the last, I think, 2 minutes, and see whether it actually was coming down or not. I questioned it when I saw it happen, and I'm not sure. There's 12 seconds left to play. If it is good, then Bethel has taken the lead 84-82, and Union would have 12 seconds to try to get down and tie this ball game. If it's not good, since the play was called dead, I would think that Bethel might have the ball back. But again, we'll have to wait and see. The officials are looking at the replay. They are conversing with each other now about it. Coach Niven is setting things up. They're going to go talk to each coach now and tell them what the situation is. Both coaches seem satisfied with it. They're going to call, it looks like they're going to call goaltending. And they're motioning the players to come back out on the court now. So the ball, I think, will belong to Union. And they'll have 13. They put 1 second back on the clock. They'll have 13. That's the other thing they wanted to check and see. How much time should be on the clock. They put a second on there, so there's 13.2 seconds left to play. And Union, you know, is going to be looking at a lot of pressure full court on this one. The inbound pass will come from Bjornstad. And his throw will be in. Bjornstad will take it. It's down to 10. It's down to 8. It's down to 7. Bjornstad, it's down to 6. It's down to 5. There's his shot. Oh, it's a three-pointer! Put up and in by Taylor to win the ball game, and I believe that ball might have been touched when he was in midair. What a way to win the ball game. He was standing on the ear of the dog at center court. Had the clock run down? I don't know. They've gone to look and see whether the clock had run down or not when he got the shot off. I had quit looking at the clock and had looked at the play. And either it is a win for Union 85-84, or it's a loss and a win for Bethel 84-82. And they say, yes, it is good. And the game is over. And Union has beaten a very, very good Bethel NAIA team 85-84. We'll be back with the final stats on this one right after we take this final break.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Well, what a way to finish a basketball game. Both these teams deserve to win the game, but Union wins it by the score of 85-84 on a last-second three-point shot from three-quarter court. So it'll be Union's lead. Here's how the stats end up in this ball game. For Bethel, they shot 29 of 65 for 45% from the field, 8 of 20 at 40% from the three-point line. And from the free throw line, they were 18 of 21 for 86% there. Just tremendous shooting by the Wildcats. They had 39 rebounds, stole the ball from Union on 8 occasions, had 1 block shot, and turned the ball over 14 times. Union shot 27 of 65 for only 42% from the field. 5 of 20 three-pointers, but only 1 of those really counted. It was right there at the end of the ball game. Only 25% from the three-point line. Hit 26 of 32 free throws for 79% there. Had 41 rebounds to their 39. 12 assists for the Bulldogs. Stole the ball away from the Wildcats 5 times, blocked 5 of their shots. And Union turned the ball over 11 times. That's acceptable, but it looked like they were all coming at one time in the second half. So Union has taken this game by the score of 85-84. And we'll be back on the air Saturday afternoon as the Lady Bulldogs will be taking on the Illinois team, Springfield, I believe, Illinois. This has been a presentation of Flow Sports, the Gulf South Conference, and its members institutions, and we'll see you Saturday.